Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to another week of class in transnational Black literature. Of course, for this week, we will be dealing with Julian Bittek's collection of poetry, 100 Days, which is based on the 100 days of atrocious human conditions that took place in Rwanda in 1994, what we have all collectively uh, known as the Rwandan genocide. And of course, we are reading Stephen Tapscott's material, the article titled The Poem of Trauma. Particularly, I want you guys to glance through that article and see the perspective of Tapscott. Tapscott used examples of early modern writers like Thomas Hardy, like Marcel Proust, to define what is meant by poems of trauma. Particularly, if you check page 40, I was excited to read a particular sentence where Tascott wrote that memory is no consolation, memory is a kind of rage. And that is exactly what we are looking for in Julian Bittek's collection of poetry. How has she been able to capture the memory of the Rwandan genocide in her work? How have these memories formed rage in her work? How have this rage transformed into trauma? And what does this spell for a Black writer who is living in the African diaspora? These are some of the things we want to talk about in our next class. Remember, we are dealing with the question of memory, whether it's collective memory or individual memory. We are dealing with the question of trauma, whether it's collective trauma or individual trauma. And particularly, we want to see the style that Julian's work has been able to experiment with the question of rage in terms of memory and trauma. Okay, I will love you guys to go through that article. Yes, like I always say, you don't need to belabor yourself by reading the whole thing from beginning to the end. You will see specifics when you start skimming through. But we already have collections that we want to read, particular set of poetries that we have designated to read in 100 days. So let's go through them, and then let's try to find other materials that could complement our reading and learning. Let's look for materials on memory. Let's look for materials on genocide. Let's look for materials on trauma. Let's come together in class and aggregate all our research, all our findings, and all our knowledge together so that we'll be able to benefit from the conversation in class. Thank you guys for the class this week. We meet next week. Take care, guys. See you.